Everyone, Ammo here with Chromagun. This is a puzzle game developed by Pixel Maniacs, who sent me a Steam code for this game to check out. It is available currently on Steam for $13, and like I said, it's a puzzle game very similar to Portal in all the best ways. You have the titular Chromagun, which, as you see here, which fires three colors, and then it only does three things. It fires yellow paint, it fires red paint, and it fires blue paint. And doing just that is how you solve the game's puzzles. Of course, there's a lot more going on. There's triggers, and then there's droids that are attracted to the same color walls they have to move into. And then there's the game continues to add stuff as you go along through the game, which I really like. So you're constantly doing new factors to solve puzzles. And there's also, it's a setting of this initially benign but increasingly insidious corporate science setting, which I really like. And of course, has this whole Portal vibe to it. And fantastic, because I love Portal. I'm not much of a puzzle gamer actually, but I have been enjoying this game. I did love Portal, and there's only 8 levels. The game seems kind of short. There's only 8 levels, almost done. I've only played for like 2.5 hours, something like that. 2 to 2.5 hours. It's kind of hard to keep track because Steam time isn't always accurate, and my girlfriend's played a little bit as well. But most of that time has been in these later levels because the puzzles do ramp up in difficulty. And unfortunately, a lot of the first 2 levels are on tutorialization. They tutorialize very well, but really way too much tutorialization. Calm down. I figure it out. Like the first level, we only have one color. You could start off with the 3-color gun, and I'll figure it out, right? Yeah. So that's one small criticism I have. I feel like they really underestimate their audience's capacity to learn in a puzzle game. But let's just jump into one of the later levels, and I'll show you, just demonstrate a little bit of the gameplay in one of the puzzles. Alright, here's one of the later puzzles. It's not super tricky, but it's when they introduce the concept of speed and reflexes into the game versus just pure puzzle solving. So this game also does not play well with OBS, holy shit. Alright, so here's one of the later game puzzles. It's when they start to introduce more speed and reflexes than just pure puzzle solving. That's what we're going to see soon. So you have these triggers. They have these colored droids. These droids are red. They're attracted to red. Well, it's not a good example because they're next to the wall. They're attracted to the walls of the same color. You also have these droids, the later game edition. They repaint the walls they've already painted, so that's part of why there's speed involved. Because when you move droid, say when I move him onto this trigger, he's going to hit this trigger, open up that door, but then the wall gets painted back white, and it closes again. So we have to figure out how to get to the end. We have to get the trigger for the exit door activated, and then get to the exit door. So, and also, you have these little lines on the trigger showing you what doors open. Extremely useful. So I've already done this puzzle, of course. And like I said, this one's involved a lot of it due to speed. I get that guy over there, and that guy over there. And we did not do that right, did I? Because there's 3 doors. I've done this. Okay, now I remember. Alright. Let's just kill that wall. If you apply, say mix colors, that's a big part of the game. Red and blue, and red and yellow, and blue and red, and you get the idea. Oh, I already did red and blue. Whatever, you get the idea, mixing colors. And then that attracts droids the same color, but if you do it too much, it becomes a brown. Brown's a dead color. Nothing's attracted to brown. Brown droids aren't attracted to brown walls. Brown walls are just dead walls. Brown droids are dead droids. Which kind of makes it, if you need a wall to be a certain color and you mess it up, then you gotta restart the level. So it gets a little hectic where you're, especially in these faster levels, where okay, I gotta shoot something. Do I want to shoot this wall? What if I need it later and it's the wrong color? So that comes into play a little bit. A lot of levels have a lot of redundant walls, a lot of extra walls that don't require any painting at all. And some of the levels there's rooms with the droids and blank walls and blank droids with no use. I'm like, are there some secrets here I'm missing? I feel like there's some secrets here that are missing that might shed more light on this setting for us. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and solve this puzzle. We gotta open this door first. Pop the red there, that opens him there, and get you to move there. That pops you in there, and then from here I gotta move you there to open up this last door. We run all the way through, and that gets us to the exit door, but we can't actually go through that. because we have one more trigger we're not hitting. So I have to get through this door. This door has all these 4 guys. And we have to be quick. Having these 2 red, the droid will move in between them. Droids will move towards all walls the same color that they see. And so you see, you moved in between them to switch, but then they got cleaned off, so we have to do this quickly. Let's run out this door. And that was a good example of color mixing and killing colors. So we have a green here. This droid. So this droid, we're going to shoot this droid. He's fine. He's fine in getting shot. If I were to shoot that droid, also is mad. It's called there's deactivated and hibernating and activated droids. The deactivated droids don't respond and only move towards walls. The angry droids, they'll prioritize moving towards walls, but if you make them mad, they will come try to kill you. So we gotta make this guy green, and then I want to kill him on top of this trigger. That's how I'm doing this puzzle. I feel like there might be a more clever way to do the puzzle. There's 2 blank walls and the extra droid back here. But the way I've done it is that I just brown the droid out. So there's probably I believe there's multiple solutions. In fact, there are obviously multiple solutions for some of the puzzles, especially involving how you can kill the colors like that. So now we have to come back through here, open up that. Actually, I messed up the timing, didn't I? I'm getting trapped in here. Okay, let's stop. I'm gonna get trapped back there. Because if I get stuck in one of these rooms, you can't shoot through these glass walls. You can only shoot through these meshes. So if I get the timings messed up, I'm getting stuck there and just have to restart again. Pop you over there. And that gets us through here, and that droid on the other switch has this last door open for us. We should pop in here. Another good example of some mechanics that get added later in the game. Well, one thing, they have these shielded walls. You can't paint the shielded walls. Ooh, why are my frames dropping? Is it the electrified tiles that did the electrified maintenance tiles? You can't walk on those, you will die. You can't get you need the droids to walk on them. The droids will deactivate them once they kill something. You or a droid. Obviously, you want it to be a droid. You can't color shielded walls or shielded droids. So we need you. There's these red walls that will pull you over here. Because as you see, droid gets pulled to that wall. Sees that wall and moves towards that wall. But as he moves towards that wall, it breaks his line of sight with that wall. So you have this like locomotion effect out there. And this, I think, is where it first introduces the floor panels. And just teaches us that we can use floor panels like walls, draw droids. Man, apparently these electrified floor tiles just totally destroy the frames. This is kind of one of the rooms I was talking about. There's a lot of walls and droids, but nothing to do. And I'm not sure what to do with it. And not even so much this one, because these droids are all dead, they're all brown. If you shoot them, they'll still get mad and try to kill you. They do not kill you on contact, despite what the game tries to tell you early on. And then there you go, through the puzzle. I'm only going to show you the one puzzle, though, because I don't want to spoil the whole game, you know? So let's just back out of this one. And that's our quick look at Chromagun. Sorry, couldn't show you more of the game. I didn't want to spoil any of the puzzles. This is a puzzle-based game, after all. So I go through a lot of the game. I can easily spoil a ton of the game. And going through the early part of the game, like I said, successfully tutorialized. It's a little dull. So I just chose the level, showed you. You learn most of the basic mechanics. Droids, moving droids, color combinations, meshes, electrified death panels, all that. And you go through that, and then, like I said, later levels to become based on speed and accuracy and precision, and then also there's puzzles that are just, you know, figure out how do you move these things to the right place to get them on these triggers. And some of the later puzzles get really tricky. Like I said, I'm not much of a huge puzzle game player. I've been kind of stuck on these later chapters. I haven't played it too much, like I said, on a couple hours, so it's not like I've been twisted my mind trying to get through this for a long period of time. Music soundtrack's also really great. I love the setting, that insidious science man voice coming over the intercom as you're doing these tests in this test chamber of this insidious corporate science facility. I really like that. Also, they have a speedrun mode. This lets you just, as you imagine. What is this? I was actually unprepared for this. I figured I hadn't clicked this button yet. Why is it being weird? Okay, we get like a really slow, dramatic intro. Oh! Well, this is fun. And then we play. A chance to pee or get drinks. Okay, then I guess that loads the game and starts the timer. Okay. Cool. And then, alright, that starts the game and begins the timer, but we don't need to go through this. Let's just back out of that. So what I expected it to be, I just didn't expect that intro, that nice intro. Oh no, game, why'd you crash while I'm doing this? Well, I've been having trouble getting it to work with OBS. So I'm going to blame that OBS more than the game, because I'm just playing the game out of any stability issues so far. But anyway, that's Chromagun. I would recommend it, $13 puzzle game in Steam. If $13 isn't too much for a puzzle game for you, it's relatively short, so keep that in mind as you determine its value to you as a consumer, make informed consumer decisions and all that. But I plan on finishing it. My girlfriend's playing it, and she probably plans on finishing too, which is probably the highest compliment I can give the game anyway. I enjoy the setting, and I like the puzzles, and I think a lot of them are very intuitive. The puzzles are well designed. It's very visual, and I'm a visual person, so I've been really enjoying it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a like, enjoy the video, subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and I'll see you next time.